Welcome to another broadcast. Today we're playing Grand Theft Auto. We're gonna go around, we're gonna visit the stash house, G's Cash, the daily drug dealers, and in general make money, sell acid, get things done. I got a bunker, dune loader vehicle, auto shop, motorcycle shop, and car meet rep to start the day. Alright. Alright. Wow, my car is already where it belongs.
How you doing?
So I usually park my car down here. If you watch my other broadcasts, I almost always park my car down here. I didn't need to today. It's already there. I have the Windsor drop and the Tempesta, and I don't know about buying this. This is like the only the new tuner cars that I don't have. Alright, so as you can see, we just got some car meet rep on the bottom of the screen for test driving this car. Alright, we got car meet rep for coming into the car meet for the day. Since we spawned here, we technically just came in the car meet. Okay, that was something I was wondering if we got more car meet rep for each test drive car. Alright, so we're getting a personal vehicle. Going to the mod shop. Now, the license plates are free. Change a license plate on a car every day. Car meet rep. Go out on test track. As you can see, we're going to get more car meet rep. go straight outside. Sorry. Morning smoke. Start the day out, try to get this acid truck, look at it.
Hey, this is Charlie Reed.
Oh, we got like no product here. Okay, so I'm gonna buy these little bit of supplies. I must have sold acid and got off.
Whoa, don't mind me. It's gonna cost a little, but I can hook us up.
Alright. So the first dealer happens to be real close. Usually I do the 3 dealers right back to back, and that's just for getting them all done. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit this one dealer, see if I can even sell acid. Visit the arcade, see where the rest of them are.
How you living?
Good. Start with a fresh bank account. Put all this money away. 1,263,000. Add that to the 15. 16,373. Let's see what today does. 41,600. 17, 14, almost 15. And I was able to sell all 10 acid. Check the arcade. Now you might have your businesses in different locations, but starting at the car meet, just so you do the rep, or at some point during the day get your car meet rep. You can do that once you've done your dealers. That'll give your businesses more time to refill if they have supplies in them. Like if I need supplies in one of these, I might go do the stash house, but otherwise I'm going to save the stash house till later, because the stash house will be good to do after selling to all the dealers. It'll resupply one of the businesses, hopefully one of them that's not sitting there already full. So it wasn't too long ago we were here, if it says 5,000. Alright, so these are close to full. Nightclub popularity. Might do the nightclub popularity this time. It's gonna spit me out somewhere random. Let me go do the casino. These businesses are right though. Once I'm done selling to the dealers, this will be empty, and this will have tried to fill, but it won't be able to. Alright.
Fresh meat! Long time no brooding silence, my friend. Get over here to the freak shop. We got shit to discuss. Probably. We definitely got drugs, though. Just get over here.
G'day, boss. This is your captain speaking. Captain Brendan Darcy. You know, on your enormous super yacht. You do remember you've got a yacht, right? Well, anyway, look, I don't mean to gripe, but things have been getting pretty hectic on board of late. Thought you might want to swing by, see what it's like, sit in the captain's seat. Seriously, hope to see you soon.
That car is a man. Freeway's been under construction for like 20 years.
Here we go.
Hey, you're supposed to call me. Holy losers tape.
Alright. Got the Roosevelt Valor on the wheel.
Upgrade your wardrobe and finally become
I have the
the
regular
person you
Roosevelt.
believe yourself to be.
Not worried
Stop by
about
the
that
consumer
there.
store and treat yourself.
Hello, hello. Hi, Levi. How's it going today? Thank you for watching. Clothing. No, oh, rep. I'll take rep. Okay. 7,500. At least it wasn't clothing. I really don't like getting clothing.
How can I help you?
Take 50,000. Put it in here.
Your chips. Good luck.
I do that quite often. What I'm trying to do is get as much of my millions of dollars I'm not spending into casino chips instead of money. It's alright, I don't feel good. Oh no. I hope you get better. I hope you're not too sick, but I hope you get better. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Got 2 viewers. I appreciate it. It helps. Thank you. 1 second. staying? Okay, so we got 2 other drug dealers to go to. Let me look at the map. Stash and cash. I see the stash house on the west coast. G's Cash is in Paleto. We're gonna be going there anyway. So, nightclub. We're gonna do the nightclub popularity. Probably end up in a helicopter and go from there. Thank you, viewers. I really appreciate you guys watching. Going around making money. Solo money or group money, but the solo money I can make at least $1 million next hour. If we had a group of us on, of like 3 or 4 players that knew what to do in chat, I could easily make 7. They would make at least 500,000 just helping. Maybe 3 million if they had their own businesses. It could be more than the 3 million, but mine is roughly 7 right now with how full my bunker, my nightclub, everything is. Alright. I guess the popularity didn't need it yet, but we're gonna do it while we're here. Might be a minute before we're back. Hopefully that'll hold off. And we don't have to drive the limo. Hello. How's it going? Is it hard to breathe or just your throat and nose and that swollen or hurt? Yeah. I hope you getting better. I don't know if it was allergies or a reaction. Sick. Mm-hmm. You're around a bunch of other kids at school, and any of them that were sick, you all get sick. You know what I mean? It makes every kid's immunity stronger or weaker being around everyone else all day, every day, whether they're sick or not. You know? Yeah, that's not good, bud. Mm-hmm. Wow. At school? Or as soon as you got home? You know what? Let's drive this. I don't know if I was gonna put. You on Minecraft? Oh, okay. Sidewalk, curb. So I'm waiting on the stash house. I will go to the R2 dealers, but there's already a little bit of product missing from my businesses, so they're in effect turning supplies to product. It's all happening. I'm going around. I will make a bunch of money today. I'm aiming for 1.8 instead of just 1 million. Almost 2. Which, there's no cars in here. So, that's already going to be a little bit of a challenge. I might drive a bunch of my specialty vehicles today. Nice. You watching someone play, or you playing? Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Cool. Yeah. Usually I just drive a supercar, but part of the reason why I grabbed my big old terabyte was because you're watching. I know you like bigger trucks and rigs and that. So I'm flying up the highway in the terabyte. That's good. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a big truck kind of day. Tried to drift it between traffic around a 90-degree turn. So that gave my asset enough time to have a little more in it. Let's see, 28.7, all that went. So you want to see a dealer so that the businesses have a little bit of blue missing. The green will turn to blue, supplies the product. But like in my case, my acid was like empty. So I had to not see all 3 dealers back to back. Otherwise, I was gonna have to go back to the dealers again because I wouldn't be able to sell everything.
Hey, so,
Oh, two-wheeling. You see it? Yeah. Most of what I'm doing right here is already owning a bunch of the businesses and being able to do existing supplies, moving them around. If you don't own the bunker, the auto shop, the nightclub, some of these, all the MCs, that the daily drug dealers are the coke, weed, meth, and then the acid truck that's newer. If you have these businesses and can use them, you just need to supply them, and I don't mind helping sell them. We used to sell the MC businesses all the time. Yes, did you send me a friend request? Oh, I was asking this person if they sent the friend request so they could join the lobby. They wanted help. Alright, so I should just do this bunker truck because I'm already right here. I was gonna drive the MOC. Um, I am gonna take the rig. We'll come back for the bunker. I should have done the bunker. The problem is that we're here, and I don't want to come back here and get the MOC. It's gonna take. I know you could actually call for these, but we're here. Okay. We'll go up here. Help accept my invitation. I thought you were trying to play Grand Theft and make money. Oh, no, not you. I'm sorry, Levi. Someone in the stream. We just got air. Cold coffee. You're not gonna drink it, are you? Download. If you have Grand Theft on PlayStation 4 and you send me a friend request. Ooh yeah. I clipped that truck and spun it completely around. the side of the road, kind of, and then stop, and I drop the trailer so I can drop all the extra weight. Show how fast this rig can be. Going over 100, almost 120. I don't remember how well this drifts. Let's try it near some gas pumps. Oh, it drift. I only let it slide out, but it drifts. There we go. So we've made 300,000 already between 3 dealers. Just see what that is. We might come back for that. Ooh, I thought I'd slide right through here. I know it would fit around there. I swear I drifted around that. Oh, I hear the beep. Right at his foot. There's an earned 20,000 almost. Ammo and snacks. See that blue dot still here? Yes.
You already know. Okay, cool.
Your leg? Your knee? course. I knew it was gonna be that bad, but jeez. Okay. We're doing it. Doing it for the money. That wouldn't have been good. They just laying out, enjoying the day. I cannot. This friends list is terrible. The way the friends list works on Grand Theft, like Red Dead had it better. They had it figured out. Where's these? Yeah, this guy. Yeah, just getting used to the weather change, being colder. It's cold at night, definitely. The shoulder, the elbow. Alright. Long drive. If this was a car I stole in the city, I would have had to drive it all the way up to Grapeseed probably. So that we're in Bledo and going to Strawberries even further though. I can handle it. You gotta be careful. Sounds nice. You still gotta be careful with it. I knew that wasn't gonna be good. Now that box truck switches lanes. That box truck had me real tight with that guardrail, and I just should have went the fast lane before the box truck. Yep. That wasn't too bad once I was actually flying down the road. Just hanging out, watching the phone, relaxing.
Goddamn! What, really? Asshole. What do we do?
Today?
Hello? It's so nice
Damn.
to hear your voice.
Okay.
Tell me what you're up to. Tell me everything. What? But you said...
See, it's cold here at night, especially. It got down to 50. It was only 50 last night. see these businesses. Damn, I should have went to the stash house. Alright, let me go to the stash house. We'll see if we get one of those too. That one was getting real close to empty, and that way it won't hit empty. But yeah, I was supposed to do the stash house. I just stay on top of mine. I don't want them to not have supplies, because then they're not going to make product. Yeah, that, good? Good. Nice. Let's see if anything showed up here. Go up to the bunker, if not. Stash house. Oh, still nothing. Still nothing. Okay. Hello, viewers. Uh-huh. I don't know why the auto shop cars are acting up. I did sell them yesterday, and I didn't do the acid yesterday, but at least one, if not two of them, should have been there. I didn't crash and delivered them fast. Yeah, it was good looking. I mean, I haven't been on Snow Runner in a long while, but they had some really good looking trucks. But I believe it literally took hours last time to try to download some of them. And then when you want to turn them off and switch to other ones, it's that process over again. Hey, how's it going? Making my way over to the stash house. Gonna hopefully steal supplies for coke or meth. Or which was it, weed? Weed or meth. I'm doing good, how are you? Car's not doing as good as it was. I'm usually a better driver, but I'm just kind of overly working to get here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you broke your leg. Oh my god. Thank you for watching. I can usually make $1 million every day, even if it's solo. That million. Yeah, broke his leg. He's been watching a lot of YouTube, he said. Thank you for checking out my channel. I do appreciate it. I'm really trying to get to be a bigger YouTuber and just need more people to subscribe, more likes, more watch time watched. He almost killed me. I knew there was in the opposite corners of the room. A bike crash. Motorcycle or pedal bike? I've crashed a pedal bike pretty bad before, actually, and ground all the skin off my arm and took off my finger, my pinky nail, and that, picking rocks out of my arm. Oh yeah. Damn. Yeah, I've crashed. Um, the bike was a '92 Ninja, and it was a wobbly bike that I crashed, and I didn't crash it terribly. It still rode and drove. But I was just saying that even if it was a pedal bike, you know, I've skinned up myself pretty bad falling off one of them. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay, and the bike might be repairable. Tibia is in 5 pieces. Oh my god. You destroyed your leg. Yeah, I had a '92, the square headlight Ninja, and I think that was just a 600, 650. I think it was a 600. And then the '98 was a 750, I think. 650. One was a 600, one was either a 650 or 750. They changed it. I I am a mechanic, and I've worked on motorcycles, but with them Ninjas, I was younger when I had them, and I just rode. So the Ninja, after I did wipe it, I just like laid down. Um, I took all the fairings off of it, and it was just a black frame, black rim. You know, it was just an all black bike with no body kit on it, just engine and frame, bare bone, all no plastic, no fairings. You couldn't tell it was a Ninja. You couldn't tell it was a, well, yeah, you could tell it was Japanese bike, not a Harley or anything like that, but I don't know if they have a word for that now, but it was just a bare bone bike. It was a frame, an engine, speedo, gas tank, tires. Yeah, real Ninja. You couldn't even tell what it was, right? Yeah, it was neon green, you know, all the plastic on it. Yeah, after laying it down, I took all that off and painted what I did have black. Meth was resupplied. Okay, so dumbass hit me directly on the highway. Ooh. I see a lot of wrecks where the bike wasn't even doing a wheelie, wasn't speeding, wasn't driving down the straight line on the highway, passing, and generally cars just don't pay attention. Car will just switch lanes without signaling with you right next to them. Or it stops, they'll come up to the red light and they damn near touch your back tire with their bumper. just in general not acting like the bike is there, not treating bikes with respect. Ooh, yeah, you weren't wearing leathers. Yeah, I usually rode in gym shorts instead of wearing leathers. And in Tennessee, you didn't even have to wear a helmet. In Pennsylvania, you don't have to wear a helmet. So even like riders from other places riding through there definitely chose not to wear one, which is crazy now thinking about it. So one of the things I did on the 98 Ninja, the one I had later, not the 92, also in my car, was go down the tail of the Dragon. It's in the Great Smoky Mountains from North Carolina into Tennessee. And I went down it, up it, and back down it. And tail of the Dragon, 318 curves and 11 miles. Shirt and pants. Oh, job, your suit. Man, I'm really sorry to hear about your leg. I'm sure they got you on painkillers, but it's metal bracing and screws holding it all together. And it's, yeah, 5 pieces of bone instead of one. No surgeries, huh? No plates. No plates, pins, and screws? You lucky. So I bought for my coke. They supplied my meth. And so now I need to go to my weed. I got lucky. The stash house was in one of the 2 businesses I didn't do. Doctor... Shit, I mean, if you can just lay there in a cast and all your bones look good on the x-ray in the cast in place, let it heal, man. Let it heal. What were you riding? Would you have a Kawasaki also? Or you were just saying that you like Kawi's? Alright. Yeah, I get it. The pieces that broke are little. There's nothing to pin and screw. It would just cause more complications, infection, and opening you up than the injury you already sustained. Oh, a pulsar. Yep, yep, yep. Most of the new bikes I see, and I don't still work on cars or bikes, but I've done both. I've worked on cars my whole life, alright, and I've worked on motorcycles and understand them. It's a lot harder doing brakes or rear tire and all that, dealing with the chain and swing arm. But yeah, a lot of bikes I see now are like boulevards. What's the V one? Not Venture. I've heard of a Pulsar. Honda has the Ruckus. Ruckus is about the same size. Alright, I crashed it. Red line and wheelie. Everything. Wow. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. Well, I hope you stick around for a while and watch. I don't do fast paced, intense gaming. Like, this is lounging, I'm chilling. I do have a lot of friends, and usually we're gaming together on Red Dead, Grand Theft, or some other games, Heat. Um, but as a gamer, you learn that it's fun when your friends are here, and it's cool to get stuff done, but you can't always wait on people, especially money. Like, I can make myself a decent amount of money on here. I'm gonna do it. I got plenty of different games I play, so if you subscribe, you'll see different kinds of shooting games, attacking different things. The healing process 5 months, and it's only been 3 weeks. Oh, well, I'm glad I met you. I'm not glad to hear about your accident and your leg. That's all right. Let me look. I'll look at that in 1 second. Pull in here. I have friends from Istanbul, Turkey, Malta. I have friends from all over the world, believe it or not. France, Germany, Britain, Australia. I'd say the Middle East. One of my friends is from Syria. The other, I'm not sure. But yeah, Turkey, Istanbul, Malta. I've got friends from all over, and we game. Okay. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking? You said you were working and you were in your suit. You don't have to um, get too in depth with your own life if you don't want to, you know?
All right.
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you?
Medical consultant. Okay, you're from Istanbul. Okay. One of my really good friends, Tesla crap. Tesla plays Switchblade with me, and he is from Istanbul. I don't know why they just didn't leave it Constantinople. I know that's a long, long time, but why they didn't leave it Constantinople and name it Istanbul? I wish I knew other languages is one of my things. I wish that I knew how to speak. Oh yeah, that's a good job, a good field to be in. It's always gonna. Yeah, I've been a mechanic over half my life, working on cars, and I'm Roman king. Okay. Um, but I know that it takes so long to get a doctorate. There's so much years of schooling to be a doctor, um, any kind of physician. Um, I've got college training on big rigs, tractor trailers, hydraulic systems for heavy equipment like bulldozers and forklifts, skid steer, the weird transmission they have to run the two different tracks and things like that, mini tanks, besides cars and trucks and just about anything, marine boats, engines. I was gonna say everything with wheels and some things without if it has an engine. But um, so doctors, they have to learn a lot. They go through a huge process, and science is changing. So the technology or the tools that they use as a doctor, but the human body, as far as doctorates, the human body has remained the same for so long. And if you look at cars, we've come from carbureted, distributed cars to like the OBD1 basic pollution standards, OBD2 now with the modern scan tools, and the amount of electronics and wiring and thought processing happening in a modern computer compared to an old school engine. And then you have certain like German vehicles, Audi, Volkswagen, uh, Mercedes in general, their codes, when they do have check engine lights, they have alternative code numbers than most other cars' codes. They're more dealer specific. Anyways, I had a friend who was a heart doctor, and I couldn't do that. But he even said that once he learned what he learned, yes, there's been a newer equipment, like a tool, that helps aid him. But basically, the heart and the human body stayed the same, and that I'm, he is surprised by how I have had to learn and learn new things constantly and update myself on what is new, how things have changed from throttle cables to like drive-by-wire electronic throttle. It's just one small piece of it. But yeah, cars are constantly evolving and changing. Um, I'm old enough that I've worked on old school cars. I've worked on carbureted distributor cars, dirt track cars, drag cars, monster trucks. I've worked on it. Um, but these newer, these new scan tool vehicles and that, there's a lot going on, and I'm capable. I'm a trained tech, but there's a lot. They didn't want. Yeah, thank you, thank you. It is. It's a pain, and I still am up to date on cars, even though I'm not actively doing it. Like when the Corvette came out that was rear engine, I learned all about it, just to know. As far as the gas, the brake, and the steering all being drive-by-wire, rear engine setup. Um, when the Ford Bronco came out, looked it up. Boom. As far as like the gear ratio, it has a crawl. It's like a 9.7 or 9.8 gear ratio for the crawl gear. Just tech, new tech. Like Audi's dual clutch when that was new. That's hell, that's an older thing now, but dual clutches and that. As technology comes out, yes. And not everyone knows how to. And I'm not saying I'm a specialist, but I'm not afraid to take a manual transmission apart, an automatic transmission apart, a rear end like an axle housing. Most engines, I'm not afraid to take apart like a Honda four-cylinder, a Chevy small block V8. Um, different engines. I'm comfortable. I'm capable, and even people who are car people that might do their own work and this and that don't usually take apart their own engines and put them back together and that. And I have, and they ran. They were good. Wasn't issues. But yeah, I don't recommend people try to do that. There's a lot more tolerances and that the adjustments you got to do. It's not just loose and tighten and that. But yeah, swimming. I'm not. Oh, yeah, there's all sorts of ways to swim. If that's what you mean. You can swim multiple ways, but as long as you're above water and you're moving. Yeah, I'm just glad being into cars, being a car enthusiast, and having nice vehicles or doing things to cars. It would have been way more expensive if I had to pay a garage to do a lift kit on a truck or make my car have more horsepower instead of do it myself. You know what I mean? Um, I've got a '79 Chevy Malibu drag car, and the biggest engine they ever would have came with in them was a 350 small block. This has a 454 big block, a 400 turbo, which is an automatic, and it has a Ford 9 inch because it's just easier to change from eighth mile to quarter mile and that. I usually run quarters, but if someone tries to do an 8 mile dig on me, I can literally change the rear axle instead of having to do anything with the rest of the car and make it where it goes way faster, way quicker, but won't even go like. All right, so the one it can't even do 150. 150 is like it, but that's a quarter mile and it's a hard dig. It's like a 5 second quarter. But when I'm running eighth mile, the when I'm running a quarter mile, the eighth mile is like a 5.6 or something. But I'm doing it in like a 7.4 to a 7.8 on the big end. Oh shit! So having a less than 8 second quarter is really good, but I have to give up on the eighth, and it's like closer, to a 5.5 than under 5. But the car will go 180 something instead of can't even go 150. Anyways, that's why the Ford rear axle in a Chevy, because the Ford housing you can change out the actual gear ratio in the front of the axle really quick right there. And any Chevy, Dodge, or in general other ones besides certain Toyota and those Ford, I don't know if the 8.8 Corporal is even the same. The newer Ford 8.8 that replaced the 9. Um, but most differentials, most rear axle housings, you have to take the differential out of the tube through the rear, and that means that the pinion comes off, and there's this pinion backlash, which is the ring gear that turns the wheels, and the pinion, which turns like the drive shaft to turn the ring gear. Um, there has to be a certain backlash in the teeth mesh. So with the Ford 9 inch, the pinion, the diff goes in the front of the axle housing, not the rear of the axle housing. So the pinion is already posted to the ring, and you're just putting it into the axle, and then the drive shaft in. Sorry, got long-winded there. Slow it down, re-explain it in a better way. Sorry, I didn't mean to get overly, but so more bike related. The Boulevard, them Suzuki Boulevards. I think it was Suzuki. Anyways, the Boulevards when they come out, a lot of them had tick. They had valve issues, valve lash, valve adjustment issues where they were ticking in bad. So I had countless times taken the top of the engine off of them and adjusted and done work on them when they were brand new. Hell yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll work on and I would damn near drive just about anything. I try to not be like I, I'm all right. Welcome back, Levi. He's in the chat party with me, hanging out. If you hear me talking to our people, I have chat in game. Carbon stream. Well, a lot of the older stuff is something you can work on, something you can learn, but anymore you got to have scan tool and wiring, not just chasing a wire like a brake light issue, like it not working right, but true wiring issues. It's I don't mean to overly get going on certain things, but it kind of lets me show some of my knowledge of what I'm talking about. Even if my vocabulary and my wording is a little off, I believe me, I do know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. I just do that. All right, give me 1 second. I am going to smoke. I need a little smoke break. One of uh, one of the other men I talked to, he plays Ark with me. He's a doctor. I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he's in Germany. But he's, believe, Middle Eastern. I mean, so yeah, if you tore apart an old lawnmower engine or an old motorcycle engine that was the same as your engine, but like an old one, took it apart and see how it is, and but anymore with YouTube, you can watch somebody else do it, and you don't have to one get hurt or dirty, or buy the engine, or have the parts laying around that you're not going to need at the end if you don't put it back together, or. Um, but yeah, there's videos now of watching people tear apart an engine, but what's more important is the putting it back together in the right order and the right tightness, and yeah. Back when I was a mechanic, I did a little bit of TikTok with showing what I was doing in the garage with the car on TikTok, short clips, boom. But that was years ago, and I don't use that TikTok, and I don't work in the garage anymore. I did it too much. I was busting my ass and not getting paid what I was worth. It's 3 spark plugs in one cylinder. Yeah, yeah, it's a whole process of. I'd have to look because I've done rotary engines and they were 2 spark plug and technically one cylinder. Okay, unless there's dual rotor, triple rotor, but each one is technically a cylinder. I'll have to. I want to look up. I have to look up 200cc pulsar engine. I want to see it now. I'm not right now, but I'm gonna see because it's one of the things that already knowing enough, having just the small details on specific this or that engine, I feel I could probably rebuild everything. Yep, yep. It helps with burning all the fuel. Helps with not having like pre-detonation. And one of them might just literally be burning the exhaust oil and gas. So like Hemis are a V8. They have 16 cylinders instead of 8 spark plugs. Okay, I'll look it up. But yeah, Hemi V8 for being an 8-cylinder has 16 spark plugs, and they do spark the plug on the exhaust, meaning to burn all the rest of the fuel or help clean the cylinder out for the next burn cycle. Driving this Mini Cooper across town without crashing, but as fast as possible. Yeah, I'm not even like a big name on YouTube. I don't have. I would love to have 1,000 subscribers or more. I would love to have more people view each of my videos or watch for longer, likes, all that. But technically, I already am an international YouTuber because I have so many people from other countries that do pay attention to my channel and watch. Besides certain friends or other people that are obviously in America, but it it feels good. And I've always treated everyone the same. Like I talk to these guys, and um, they have language barriers, and I guess it's my fault too. I also have language barriers with some of the Brazilian and more Portuguese speaking than Spanish speaking, but I don't know Spanish either. Um, but So I have to sometimes open up my phone and look up Spanish or Portuguese or try to communicate and talk to all my friends.
Hey, man.
I'm glad that so many other people do know English, but yeah, I'm upset with myself that I blame our schools. They kind of teach you either French or Spanish, but they don't prioritize it, and it's very basic. It's just so they can say they have. But America's schools in general are terrible about any kind of other language or. Yeah, I guess as a native language because it's hard to learn with all the weird rules and laws we have. And like I knew a little bit of like I say Greek Latin or old school Latin, and so certain things all translate off of those words. Ooh, a Mini Cooper with a Hayabusa engine. So I've seen all right, so I've seen some cool Mini Coopers, but I saw a smart car. It was a little smart car, and it had a Hayabusa engine in the back. It was over 600 horse. And I've also seen a Volkswagen Jetta with a VR6, and there was two of them. He had a rear mounted and a front mounted, so it was all-wheel drive. Technically, it was 12 cylinder. It was two VR6s. That was crazy. It was an older green um, Volkswagen Jetta. I'm almost losing my mind here. I'm not losing my mind, but I'm trying to remember what I'm up to. was gonna grab a helicopter from right there, but maybe I should, because I'm going all the way up to my bike. I'm going all the way up to the clubhouse. Really hard to teach. Okay. Yes, yes. I could definitely see where um I've seen plenty of Japanese I don't want to screw up what they call their language. I've seen Japanese writing and with anime and all that, and I know Chinese there's actually like two at least. But that and Arabic for me any of those would be hard to learn because the difference in the languages. Even what would you call it? The Russian, Ukrainian, Chez. Learning that is completely. They don't even have the same amount of letters in their alphabet. But at least it's still like traditional letters, like as we see, not symbols or Arabic, English. All right, so somebody from, even a Spanish person or someone who speaks Arabic, Spanish or Arabic, can can enunciate, can pronounce, can speak English. It might take a little. Someone might say they have an accent, but everyone has an accent in how they actually speak. Um, but a lot of people in America, though, cannot get certain sounds or noises that they would need even proper. Like, I don't even want to, but the different rolling of the R and different sounds that we call language coming out is hard or we're not used to doing at all, you know? As, as one way of saying it. I know I might not be very I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't mean to offend at all, but yeah, no, it's I've spoken to multiple people and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry about my bad English," and they're speaking to me, not even just typing. I'm like, "Dude, you're doing great." Like, never consider your voice or your accent a bad thing. If you've learned the dialect and can speak the language that isn't your first language, that's huge effort put in there. I'm saying that more in general, not towards you. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking to you about that. We're speaking about language barrier in not only the written form but then grammar, enunciation. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Definitely. I try to have confidence in everything I do. But I mean, even on the game, certain things when we're doing it, you'll hear me like, with that slight unsureness, I usually will openly share on broadcast or with my friends so that as we're gaming, they know already I'm holding back, like on Red Dead doing a bounty, I might sit a little further back to make sure I don't die and screw up for everyone. But still help, still be part of it. Still engage and shoot, just not fail for us. Man, if you're gonna be laying around, definitely subscribe. I don't like I said, this is slow content. I could get on one of my racing games and go high speed. I could get on a different like Heat and do a bunch of drifting. I could get on a car mechanic game. I was working on 2 Lotus Elises, but it's, definitely a solo game. Um, Shooting games, Remnant, Outriders. I really don't do the Battlefield or Call of Duty anymore. I used to do Call of Duty, and Call of Duty changed. World War II Call of Duty
A
is
reminder to our VIP
2017, I
members.
think. That's
Take
the last
advantage
one
of
I
our
care
luxury
for.
valet, limousine, and helicopter services.
There you go.
So, Doc, do you have any animals?
Take your time.
Here, my cat. My cat is up here. Alright, so not looking good. Well, not looking good. I've only made 450,000. Usually I've made over a million. Relaxing, and I'm revisiting the same wrong places, and my auto shop cars haven't been here. The bunker I did do. It's almost a waiting game. Okay. See, I didn't play Corsa I can't. I didn't play that. Euro Truck Sim. Yeah, do you have a cat or a dog? Do you have any animals at home? Or is it hard to travel for your work? Okay, where did I put my ass in? Oh, I see it. I see it over there. Oh my god. Your brother live with you? Or live close, nearby? Do you have any animals? My brother. Does that count? Funny. That's a good one, bud. I really do have a sense of humor. And I do have fun and like get a little giddy or childish with certain games and that, but my default is like
Still here,
get
friend.
shit done.
Watch
So
your
even
step.
if I'm just calmly
It's gonna
getting shit
cost a
done, I'm
little,
almost
but
serious
I can
about it.
hook us up.
But
Oh, excuse me.
it's all games. I can definitely do some driving. I can get on a driving game, or I can first person the hell out of this. you tell me. You want to see me on heat, try to drift, which I'm not great at drifting, but that's what I need to do. Gran Turismo, showing off some of mid, to, not the highest horsepower cars, personally, on some of the world tracks, or like car mechanic sim, where it's like more working on cars than driving. Oh my god. Oh crap. Comments. Yeah, chilled out. Tell you what, I'll switch games after this. Some coffee or whatever, play some tunes. Yeah. So I used to play SnowRunner, and that was like off-road big rigs. Oh no. My own cargo bot. Still in the road. Yeah, so I like the idea of big rig simulator, you know? My friend is in the chat, he was playing Farming Simulator, and they have equipment and trucks on there. And like I was saying, I played SnowRunner, and they had a lot of mods on SnowRunner for other rigs or other pickups. Jeez. This is why I don't drive in first person. Because you don't see the coolness of the car, you don't see traffic around you, and I feel like I get in twice as many accidents. Luckily, this doesn't matter if it's damaged. It's not one of the simian ones. It's one of the exotic export ones. So I should still make full price on this. There it is. I'll look at the comments as soon as I see the value. Yeah, 20,000. Oh yeah, that's no one wants to have that toxic community of people holding you up, not helping you out. Cooperative games should be helpful, and like PvP games should still be helpful. Hey, car exporter, that's my 50th car exported, 5-0. So to get platinum, what's that, Levi? Yeah. Yeah, teammates should be helpful, and I understand that, but like enemies, when I did play shooters, like all right, so not when I played, we'll go to a different one. My buddy recently was trying to play like Black Ops 3, which is an older game. Well, there's a bunch of cheaters, there's a bunch of people who do weird stuff over there attacking. They're not playing the game as intended on Black Ops 3 anymore. And so he's over there trying to actually enjoy one of the games he used to enjoy, and it's a completely different game. It's ruined. and they won't do anything about it because it's an older game. And if they do something about it, they in Call of Duty's mind just lost more people that were still playing it. But those people aren't playing new ones or can't cheat on the new ones, so that's why they're over there. They're not legit gamers or playing in a fair manner that gives everyone the same chance. hmm I don't remember acid taking this long to sell or fill. All right. So I gave up smoking cigarettes over 2 years ago for New Year's, and I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke weed, and yeah, I smoke often enough. I just pick it up and take a hit or two, set it down. I don't always cough, but often, yes. Not always, but often. I know it takes away from some of the audio quality. Yeah, I'm enjoying life. I'm just chilling. Even when I worked, that never affected my work mentality or anything like that. So. Yeah. Alright, so as far as the government over here, it's like decriminalized, but it's still an issue if you have too much, or if you're also, you can't have a whole bunch of weed, and you can't just be like selling weed, but you can have personal use anymore and smoke in most states. So, when you first start Grand Theft Auto, your very first race is a Rockstar created race from right here. Yeah. Comments. Yeah, yeah, it depends on what state. Like, I'd have to have at least 2 ounces on me to get in trouble. It used to be 1 ounce was trouble, and anything could be a little slap on the wrist. Now it's like, you're good. You're good if it's just recreational use. You're not. Yeah. All right. So give me a minute here. This is actually 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's gonna take. I cannot read the comments while I'm in this little race, this time trial. But if you comment, I will read it after. But okay. So these are pedal bikes, mountain pedal bike, but it has an electric motor in it. So once we build up this electric motor, okay, here we go. Traffic's gonna be a big concern on this. Which is that? Sorry, I need to concentrate. I'm listening. Oh, shit. I almost died. And then I missed a turn. And I screwed up. I'm gonna have to do this again. Yep, I screwed up big time. I should see what the ending is like, because I'm close to the ending. So I was gonna just restart right now, but let me see what the rest of this looks like over here. So when I go to finish, I don't screw up. I purposely want to slow time here. I want to be able to redo this at this point. But I have to see how much more of it I needed to do, where it goes, so I can really get a fast time. A lot of times I just do it the first time. Oh my. See, now I know where I'm going. I got a little more confidence. What? They just screwed me. Oh. Yeah, you don't have to do this, but this is supposed to be fun. Oh, oh, oh. This is just a little time trial to do. Oh wow.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm not doing good. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I swear, most of these I get the first time, and it's other broadcasts of mine. Sometimes the second time, but it's usually like also with a friend, and I'm following behind him, and we both do a little too slow the first one, and then we do it again. That's all I need. This city one though, this is tearing me up. Yep. I gotta do it like I really, really mean it. follow through though, because I want to see at speed how far off I am. I'm pretty far off.
Oh, come on!
Oh, geez. The rest of these were fun and a little easier. I think it's the traffic. Traffic's really the variable.
What the fuck? Oh, shit!
Makes it quite challenging.
You owe me 20 bucks.
I'm really not in the mood.
Oh, you fuck! Oh my god. Okay. A bus literally sped up, slowed down, whatever it needed to do to be in my way. After there was a bus in the beginning too that shaved a little speed off of mine. Alright, here we go. Get in front of the car. Take the road like I need it. Here we go. The fucking same car and a bus. Watch, and I say that same Dodge Charger is gonna be in the way. What just happened with my camera? Just enough to screw me up, huh?
Oh my god!
Watch, I'm like just shy. And it's because of that little freaking spin around the umbrella.
Holy shit!
36, 37, we'll take it. 137. I feel like I could have done 135 without two, maybe technically three little bumps, accidents. Spinning in a big right. Yeah, I can still hear you even when I'm talking still, you know. But sometimes when I'm already got my thought or what I'm trying to say, I can't just cut myself off to a whole broadcast. You know what I mean? I'm listening to you, Levi, but I also, when I'm mid conversation or thought or saying something, I'm just going to finish what I'm saying and listen also. Because sometimes I cut myself off, people are wondering what I'm doing. Vice City, I don't know if Vice City had electric pedal bikes. That had a little booster on that pedal bike. It was electric. I know I'm redoing things because I'm kind of disappointed in Grand Theft today. I've got multiple videos where I didn't even try to make a million, and I make a million and 400 each time. I just go by bio, B-I-O. I just go by bio.
Hello, hello.
That's what all of my gamers and my friends. Is that a biohazard? But bunker. Thank you viewers for watching. I do appreciate it. I don't know if you're one of them, but I got a few viewers. Oh yeah.
Oh, shit. You know that bomb, man. Oh, shit.
Upgrade your wardrobe and finally
it's
become
fun,
the
man.
person you believe yourself to be. Stop by the casino store and treat yourself.
Anyways, my name is Zach, by the way. He had asked, and I kind of led around it, and I wasn't going to. I don't usually share too much.
You know that bomb, man.
3 likes, holy cow.
Totally nailed that audition.
Awesome.
The state is so fucking broke.
Well,
Did you see that shit? Nice car. Goddamn asshole.
I used to do, over the last 2 days I haven't done a lot of broadcasting. I've just kind of been enjoying my game or been off of the game. By that I mean there wasn't a lot happening. It was just me and one friend, and we're kind of doing the underground or like the nonsense around big gaming, you know. But I need to start broadcasting more. Like if I'm on a game, I really should broadcast because it gives people a chance to watch if they want. At least tune in for a minute or two, even if you don't have it all day, and just like check out the video real quick, and then carry on with your day if you're busy. But it's nice when I have company like this, people to talk to, interact with. I've tried before. People were in chat though. They were watching the broadcast, but also in chat, and I went through like 5 or 8 cars, and I basically had like the viewers helping me or customizing my cars, and that was cool, and it was interactive. It was a little slower because you had to wait for the broadcast, and then people would type yellow and blue, and I'm like, well, can we do yellow and blue? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, alright. You know what I mean? And I would make a card. I'm supposed to be at the bunker, and I just drove past it. But with the interactive broadcast, it's a little slower. Because I have to wait just shy of the live for people to actually see what's happening. It's like a 30-second delay at least, if not a minute delay on the actual live saying it is live. And then the reply, different things, you know. Yeah, I like doing that. I like when people are involved in the broadcast. Thank you, viewers. I like when people are involved in the broadcast and I can interact. Otherwise, I am just making basically what will be a video, and it's live, you know, currently. But that's why I do my live broadcasting instead of share videos later, is so that people can be part of it, not just see it after it's done. But definitely feel free to check out in your spare time or another time from right now some of my other videos, some of my other games, and I'll also cycle through. If you really want me to see Gran Turismo, racing, I can switch over to that. I can switch over to Heat and try to do some drifting in that. Need for Speed. I can continue to do this, plugging away at making some money. But I have money, so I don't have to be sitting here doing it. I do really appreciate the viewers, and it was a Grand Theft video, that got you guys here, so that's why I'm continuing, I try not to end the broadcast unless it's a real emergency or I have to go if I have
Okay, you
viewers,
all set?
you know.
Nothing like transporting a bat.
But feel free to ask for other games. Might not have the game you're asking for, but if it's like I'm giving A, B, and C choices,
Hello, you're through to Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Thank you, sir. Your spectacular aircraft is now ready for you at our nearest airfield.
if you have a PlayStation 4 and you do have Grand Theft Auto, I am more than welcome to help you. Okay. Yeah, you're not here for this particular game. Cool. That is good to know. I don't really have anything with bikes. If anything, after this, we'll come back up to the clubhouse where my bikes are. I try to turn down the helicopter's volume for you so you don't have to hear the helicopter blades squawking. That's I'm glad you're here to chat and to chill. I really am. I'm glad. I run a chat party, and it's an existing chat party, I call it, meaning that sometimes it even has 999 and 99 minutes. But then things happen like a PlayStation update, or like everyone turns the system off for the night, and it closes. It's but the chat that I'm in right now has been open for over 200 hours, and all of my friends that are in the one message um, can join anytime and also talk to each other about playing this game or that game, even if I wasn't here, or we can all, group up and get on games together. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Um, a lot of people who do games still do watch, so that's one of the reasons why I was saying it like that. But that's fine if you don't game at all and don't play. Um, this is the casual gaming channel. Like I get a lot of things done on a lot of games, and I play with friends when I can, but just having fun, just casually gaming. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, almost there already. I look like I'm out of control, but I'm actually just getting this thing planted from all the speed I had. Get this pulled up in here. I'm sure it's like half numb. I'm sure it's cold. I'm sure it's bothering you. Hopefully you're on pain medicine, and hopefully it's well supported as far as the cast. And hopefully you have like a ankle kind of sling that holds your leg up sometimes for blood, and then you let it down sometimes, and then back up. You know, I'm sure doctors and you got it figured out what you need to do. Oh yeah, moving your knee or your ankle um, separate than your hip. Yeah, I would be very careful on throwing it out of adjustment. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I even knew what you meant with yeah, ooh. Pretty sure I have this long wheelbase one. I don't know about the 55, but I know I have the long one. Really. We're gonna buy that. 55. I don't have the 55. I don't believe. Well, that's good. You can get the controller to work. Um, my other controller, the down D-pad, started to act up. Like you're saying, your square was acting up, and I kind of tapped it or twisted it and that, and it helped with the button at the time. But later, doing it more than a few times, the actual case of that controller started to shift or be a little wonky. Like I still can use that controller and it's not falling apart and don't just like twist on its own in my hand, but it's more wiggly if you do the L2 R2 kind of shuffle with it. Settings, audio. Drifting supercars. That's what I was doing with the Entity 2, the other blue one I had. Let's see. Saber Turbo. Yeah, go ahead, fire away. Let me wait till at least. Ooh, the blood down the side of that. I didn't even hit him in the front of the car. Um, I don't. I'm not. You'd have to give me more of a name than the MT. MT. I heard you say MT05 or 03 earlier. Um, so when I kind of crashed that Ninja, I just scraped, laid it down. I wasn't even thinking of another bike at the time. I was like, this thing, it's fine. And I didn't even, I didn't screw up all the fairings and all the plastic. I just, I did though. I wanted to change it. I wanted it to be a different bike than the bike it was. Besides hiding where it had laid over with black spray paint. Just touching up things, Well, this sounds good. Yamaha MT-07. Okay. I'd have to look them up. I'm not familiar, believe it or not. I saw about the new Ninja 14R. Hayabusas, Gixxers. See, what am I thinking? The R1 and the R6, right? That's what I'm thinking. So MT, I don't keep up to date with enough different bikes to know that one. It's funny because one of my friends used to have a Repsol Honda CBR, and the other one had a Gixxer, and one had a Yamaha R1, and I had the Ninja. So everyone had their own color and their own way of working on their own Yama lube that the guy was using, the Yamaha oil. Yeah, 1400. Yeah, the Ninja 14R. If I were to get something, it would be a 1.4 liter or 1400 cc turbocharged. Yeah. They got different levels of ABS and traction control on them now. They say they have a good enough traction control you can drive in gravel and dirt. I would still drag heel. Honestly, I did that before my crotch rocket. Went down a more rock than dirt road. Oh my god, it was terrible. But I did have a little bit of fun with it. 700. Oh. See, I always like the V-twins, old knuckleheads and old shovelhead Harleys, because the Harleys have a weird lope. People think they're not running right because the timing, the way they sound. But old knuckleheads and shovelheads from 72 to 88, kickstart only in that. But the newer one, what kind? You don't know? There's a bunch of different bikes. Even within Harley, there's a bunch of different Harleys. Even the water cooled now, the V-Rock. They got an electric Harley. It's wild. Yeah, I understand that. They're very expensive. They're not for the average person anymore. Like owning a Harley is a crazy expense anymore. Well, that's why I was talking about old Harleys. Yeah, yeah. Sportsters. There's Fat Boy. There's the big baggers like the LHs and that with the windshields and the radios and Honda Goldwing is a big old bagger. It has reverse because it's such a big bike. It has a reverse to back it up. Oh yeah, 883. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't like the new. They've changed. Everything's changed. But when Corvettes started putting the engine in the back, and Harley had electric, and like Le Mans racing and all that, they have an electric class, and even up Pikes Peak, I believe the fastest car is electric. Um, but that doesn't mean that every car should be electric or that we should have to go that way. It's just amazing that they're using them as pure electric or as power adders to gas engines for like an electric front steer on both sides besides a big engine for the rear wheel. All sorts of different setups. But electric cars, oh, that guy purposely sped up to be in the way there. I swear it. If I would have sped up, he would have slowed down. If I would have slowed down like I did, he sped up. Electric cars are no new thing. I think Porsche was like 1912 or 1918. Maybe it was 1926. Don't pin me to that, but Porsche had the first electric car way, way back. So electric cars ain't necessarily a new thing. The Honda Insight had done the labor and the work to do hybrid car originally, and they kind of died off. But the Toyota, which was actually kind of taken from the Honda Insight, the intelligence or the legwork, they never quit making the Priuses, and they've evolved. But I couldn't have something like that. I wouldn't even want a Tesla. And them are like challenging fast vehicles, or how you say it, in racing. I just don't like the idea of it, the electric in racing community, especially like drag racing and that, or yeah, yep, yeah. Turbo cars were anything new. Turbo cars were out,
What do you
in
think?
the 70s or older than that. Dual overhead cam. I think Maserati had dual overhead cam in like 30s, 32. So like all these technologies that we're using are reused, but they're used in a different capacity with electronics and variable valving on the camshafts and different fuel management system. And like the way the fuel injectors pulse the exact amount of fuel they need, and when the spark goes off, and how long the valves have been open. All right, what Alright, this acid still ain't full. What we got here?
Hey, man.
Whoa. Alright. So, let's just stop over here real quick. I'm wrecking on this car. I need to go back to my nightclub because now it's full. I'm gonna stop at my arena. Oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. Alright, so let me show you this garage real quick, and then we're gonna head. I'll show you my other bikes too. I planned on showing you all the bikes at the clubhouse. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, so we've got a trophy truck, like a stadium truck. We call it, yep, trophy truck. We got this off-roader, coil, brawler. We got the lifeguard SUV. We got the lifeguard four-wheeler. These were stolen. I pulled these in here. I don't know if you can even do this anymore, but at the time you could just pull these in. The Weasel News, I didn't buy these. And the Buckstar van, same with the lifeguard stuff. That was just taken off of the beach. This dune loader here is mine though. Yep. And the Rebel, rock crawler, and a big ramp truck. What do they call it? The ramp truck, slam truck. We're gonna go up a level. More off-road vehicles. Alright, we got the Caracara, six-wheeled light machine gun, or heavy machine gun. The Sand King XL, and the Vapid Guardian as well. Another big boy. So yeah, this the suspension on here is green, and it's lime over top of ultra blue, like a bright blue, but then lime green over it. We got one of the mercenary Jeeps that's considered off-road. I have another one, and it's considered SUV instead of off-road because it's not the big lifted roll cage version. Comancho. Comancho's got like the retro paint down the side of the old Jeeps what I had. We got, what is a Nissan Pathfinder? They call it a Hellion. And it's got the Gravedigger kind of inspired look to it. It's got red headlights on it. And then the newer Toyota Everon. And it's got some flames and skulls and stuff going on with it. Purple, green. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And a Ford Bronco here. I believe there was one other off-road truck here, and Well, I'm glad I know I have the spot because I think it was a green one, and my green vehicles I've been kind of moving along. Putting them all in one spot, I should say. So now I know there's an off-road spot there. I think I have a vehicle that goes there, and I can shuffle things around. I've got more SUVs than my SUV garage can hold, and I had more off-road vehicles than I could fit in the bottom two layers of that because of the news vans and the lifeguard vehicles. And all right, so this spot I intentionally left open, and that's to pull in cars. But I don't really need this shop like that because now the car meet you can do the headlights. So that's a Mercedes limo, monster truck. You got the Mini Cooper. It's copper. It's supposed to look electronical almost. Or uh, got the big old Cerberus flamethrower fuel truck and a Scarab tank. Big monster truck, Sasquatch. This is the Mad Max car. I made it not rusty and took the blade off. I basically un-arena'd it like the rest of these are arena vehicles. And I made sure this one didn't look like an arena vehicle, even though it is one. Um, so it looked like a normal Mad Max Interceptor Falcon. And a rusty Nissan 350Z. Now they say 380. And this is what we're going to take out. It's covered in spikes. It's got saws. The hops. She almost had a worse leg than your leg. I'm sorry, I don't mean that. Like, in a bad... we can check this nightclub because it's got a lot of money in it. Nitrous. Good luck. I don't know. This is so it's technically a gargoyle, right? Gargoyle bike, like an older Harley or motorcycle, but it's all futuristic. You see the electronics all over it, and the minigun. Let me see. Oh, that's a police station right there. Yeah, the traffic. I don't know about the circular saws on the front wheel. Or the miniguns mounted on the front forks of the suspension for the front wheel. It's pretty impressive though. I gotta stop here and get some money. I'll drive it a little bit more. Yeah, because it's a bunch of cosmetic stuff. None of it affects the gameplay, right though? Right. I'm talking to him about another game real quick. Go ahead. I was explaining to him that I was talking to you about cosmetics on a different game. I really appreciate you choosing me and giving me the love
Okay,
and
Marshall
watching.
told me you're taking care.
We gotta go to Sandy Shores. I know there's a lot of people out there doing some kind of broadcasting, or I really, really appreciate you watching the live, man. I need the viewers. I need new, um, like, tell a friend. Like, I really am trying to grow my page, and I haven't been pushing like that. Like, subscribe, like, follow. You know, I haven't been pushing. I've been trying to just do me. And if people happen to run across my page, or then tell someone else, or, but I don't surface to the top of pages where I'm like the #1 clicked or grabbed thing if it's a video. I do try to do the live, but thank you for picking me and watching and being part of my day gaming. I love hanging out and conversating, getting to know you and talk to you. And it's just a damn shame about the bike and your leg especially. Yeah, all I can do is keep doing what I'm doing and hoping people will watch. So if we go over 60, it'll be speeding, and even though he's snoring back there, it'll say I'm scaring him. That's why we're first person going down the highway calm. Yeah, I've had some games or some broadcasts that I think I had 400 views on one, and a different one it was like 248, and most of those were what was live. But even if I turn that same game back on, that doesn't mean I'm going to recreate or have that popularity even on those games or that day. I realize that I do like have multiple Grand Theft Auto videos in that, because any day when I'm on, I'm trying to make the live a thing, and I'm also making a video too. So there's plenty of different days of me doing roughly the same thing, but it always turns out different. Like I'm not saying of all the videos to go watch an old Grand Theft video. But there is ones with groups of like 6 or 8 of us, and we're having fun. We're all doing stuff, and one, at least 2 of them are just me focused on tuning, working on cars, going through my cars, customizing and changing them, and spending millions. Taking newer vehicles that are brand new or not done, doing them completely, and other ones that I've had before, and kind of refreshing and going through doing all of the upgrades later on in its life of having the car. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm a social person. I definitely am used to.
How we doing out there?
Like later today, I'm sure I'll be gaming with somebody on something, but it doesn't always happen, and I can't always wait. But I try to, like, I'm available. Like, if someone on my friends list joined, they could just join on Grand Theft. Or they could ask me about playing something else. Yes, yes. Being kind, talking to people, nice, being sociable. I never try to like ignore my viewers. Some of the comments are rude or almost intentionally distracting sometimes. But that is literally the person I'm playing against, or someone they know in the same house as someone I'm playing against on Switchblade, which is like the only PvP or shoot at other player kind of game I play, and it's with vehicles. And it's like a mob runner, a tower destroyer. But some of the guys take it way too serious, and they've been playing for 5 years now, and they say rude things in private messages and in group chat and all sorts of different things. And it leaks into my videos, my comments.
Whoa, nice. It's
So
gonna be a pleasure to work on this thing. Now that's an attractive bike. For a
there's
serious
times I show my
hardcore.
ass when I'm like upset, but I don't. Even on the game, when you see me like back out of a match and go into a next match instead of fight that person, I'm
Wow,
really
she
usually
looks
not like
good. Not
mad
that she
at that
didn't
person.
already.
I'm mad at them cheating or doing certain things if that's the case.
Whoa, now she looks pretty, but not
This
in like
turned
a
out
girly
good.
way.
Sometimes the customer picks a weird look or I don't like it. This is good. We're gonna rock just like that.
No blowouts with these, baby.
This is like the new Kawasaki Ninja 14R. But before I deliver this, because that's gonna take me out of here, we're gonna side shuffle it over back into the spot without delivering it.
Later.
Okay, so my bikes. My bikes. Nagasaki. Yeah. Yeah, they have to call it Nagasaki. So this is my Sanctus. It's got red headlights, a skull, spider-webbed rims and fenders. Yeah. Rib cage. This is personally, as far as a chopper, this is my favorite looking chopper. I just picked pink because it really shows the details that that black overflow, the livery is. They did a lot to that map multiple times, bud, throughout the years. People literally quit playing it after they got rid of the depot or made changes to the map and the guns and different dirt bike. The first dirt bike. So this is a Hayabusa, and that's a Hayabusa drag. So, you know, Hayabusa, Hayabusa drag. Look at the swing arm on that. I kind of like this little defiler. It's not a whole lot of bike. You're riding on the back of it for sure. And my first bike, I love the 801. 801 is, I believe, supposed to be like a Gixxer. I don't know for certain. Maybe it's the Yamaha R1 and R. Yeah, it's R6. But that was my first bike. I love that bike. The Shitoro, the Tron bike, and we got the V-Rod, the Harley V-Rod or Radiator Harley. Night, what is it called? Nightblade, Nightblade, with the green flames and all that. Most all these scream me how I would do it. Shih Tzu. Yeah. Shih Tzu. So, do you want me to ride any particular one of these? Like the Defiler or the Drag or Pink Chopper Ducati? Okay, let me see the Pink Chopper if I have pink tire smoke first.
Yo, let me know when I can get my hands on that machine of yours. I'd kill for one of those rides, yo. Real talk. So...
Hmm.
Take your time, I've got all day.
All right. Yeah, the white Busa. I'll drive that next. I'm about to pull this outside at least and smoke the rear tire. Man, it's starting to act up a little right here.
That's that then.
I thought I didn't do the transmission on this so that it would do the Sanctus is a completely different bike. Wait till I'm gonna have to pull the Sanctus out to show you what I'm trying to do, because it'll do it. Way different when we're gonna get on this crotch rocket compared to this big chopper. I did it too soon, but that was okay drift. Hey, what's up?
The VA hospital sending me new men.
Oh, what the hell is a kilometer? Wheeling a chopper? Yeah. Alright, so let me get this out for you. We're gonna make sure this is full tilt. Because the drag, I know the drag one is, but technically this one's quicker than the drag.
New, right?
Turbo, trans.
What y'all thinking? Enjoy the ride.
Alright, so.
Hey, it's
Oh. I was reading about the super bikes and that, yeah. But it put the helmet on, is all I was owing. Because sometimes I try to make sure I don't wear the helmet. Yeah, you don't even know the map anymore. They changed it all. Don't ask me what just happened with my hat. My hat is my blue hat from my teal outfit. My red outfit hat. I need to look up. Yeah. The 07, MT-07. These Hayabusas were such a wide or fat or big looking bike compared to most other bikes. But they're aerodynamic. They were designed to go 200. They were the first bike. They were the first bike designed purposely to be fast. Top speed especially going. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get a whole shot. I'm gonna start way back here. Hey, AJ. How's the sub box going? Is it a Kenworth? Is it a Kenworth? Well, that's why I was wondering if it was a Kenworth, because if I had a big Kenworth rig, I would have Kenwoods in it. You know what I mean? Peterbilt. Yeah, Kenworth, Peterbilt, same family. They're the same rig. You know, that's the same exact company that makes both of them identically. Yeah, Kenworth and Peterbilt. It's just the two different names of the same exact company. F. Oh, wait, V4R. Okay, that's new then. The newest, fastest. So, like, alright. Sorry, I got a viewer here, right? Um, so I remember, what was it? Hold on. The Toyota Supra was the fastest car one year. Like Lamborghini Countach was the fastest car one year. Like, you know, way before Koenigsegg and Bugatti, and there was always it's pretty cool to look back through the fastest cars of each year. Fastest cars or maybe fastest bikes of each year. Yeah, talking to the viewer, but he was talking about the newest, like, cause the Busa was the first 200-mile-an-hour bike, or the Hayabusa was the fastest motorbike there was, and then like more recently the Ninja, the 14R, turbocharged 1400cc. Um, but I was thinking to myself of like 85, 88, you know what I mean? Like the Supra, I think that was 92 or 96, you know, like the fastest car in production for every year, and or until the new car was made that was faster. I think Pontiac Trans Am or like the Firebird might have been at one point. I remember like I remember a black Trans Am, a black Countach, 84 or 5. And then by 88, Lamborghini Countach was faster, you know? And then like Toyota Supra, and then, you know, like how it went along. It's interesting. I know that, and I'm gonna throw a little plug in there. I don't know him, but I watch Donut Media. It's a car channel. There's another Donut Media that's like about police and shootings, or like in general like that, like footage, cameras, whatever, shootings, violence. Anyway, not that. The car one. They do bumper to bumper, B to B, and it's like they'll go around a like AE86, the old 11s and Corolla, Toyota, the old Toyota 11 and Corolla, and they'll do a bumper to bumper, like they'll walk around on someone's car, or a Skyline, or a Supra. Like one of them was a Supra that was completely taken apart, painted like the chassis, and then hand put back together, you know, um, like completely. It was like a show car, not even like it was a race vehicle. It was fast, but it was overly done, like Toyota Supra, the restoration and redo. Up to speed. Yeah, getting up to speed. Ducati, yep. Bugatti. What? Yeah.
All right, I've confirmed with the store. As soon as you drop the parts off, they'll release the funds to your account. Easiest money you've ever made. Unless, you know, Your movements are tracked by an opportunistic criminal gang full of people like you. Always a possibility. Anyway, good luck.
Because you need to know the inner circle for the cone. You need to know the outer lip for the speaker brace, the mount. Right.
Hello, Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you?
You don't want to have them
Your
without it
beautiful new
until
aircraft is
you...
waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
Yeah, I got Levi and AJ in the chat hanging out with me. The viewers asking, you know, got people chilling with me. They're in the... He does stereos. He does huge subwoofer equipment. He has a custom box with 6 18-inch speakers in the back of his SUV. But he does other, so he's got a big rig. Well, somebody has a big rig, a customer, and he's putting a speaker box inside of the big rig in the back. 2 separate boxes, technically. But he's got 6 18-inch speakers in one huge, heavy box. You need a forklift to get it out. My viewer here says hi. He broke his leg crashing a bike. Well, not crashing a bike. Someone hit him on his bike and pinned his leg. Yeah, broke it 5 places. So he's gonna be bummed up for the next 5 months or so. You know, healing. And he says he just moves his ankle or something, and it feels like you can feel the bones moving around. Like, you know, in the cast. Yeah. Ooh, it makes me cringe thinking. And he was explaining it to me. Right. So I'm the same. I've crashed, and I've got a lot of road burn on the skin and like tore muscles. But I've never broken my jaw. Like, I broke people's jaws, so I said it like that. Like, I've never had a broken jaw or broken arm, because, like, I've fallen off of stuff. I tuck and roll really hard. Like, I am not about to just, like, lay out flat, because if you lay out flat and you skid down the road, yeah, you gotta roll and roll and roll. And people who put their arms out, even crashing a car with a steering wheel, you can't lock your arms up, you know what I mean? But getting a leg pinned underneath a bike when it goes down is terrible. I'm sure there's plenty of stories, but you know, one of them is you know, a woman riding on the back of the bike, and she didn't even see or know about the wreck until the bike was already about laid down, and he kind of got free of it, or you know, but she did what you're pretty much supposed to do, or you know, she was still on that. So it completely destroyed that one leg and tore her up bad, like skin grafts and surgeries and yeah, like the knee and the hip and all that from being underneath that bike as it skid down the road. Yeah, man. You're just sizing it. Can't you always sand or... Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as it's a little small, but if you... It's belt sander, but Yeah, if you make it a little small and then the cone don't fit, but that way there's definitely still enough wood for all the bracing for the screws. Right, wait to silicone or screw it, you know, that top panel. I'll let you get back to work, man. Make your money, do your thing. I'll be here if you stop in later. Alright, bud. Have a good one. Alright, thank God I'll be able to walk after a while. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I've always said someone's got it worse. Like, even as bad as you are, like, someone's got it worse, you know, where it's unfortunate what happens to people, you know, as far as amputee or really bad, like burns or different, yeah, a lot of bad stuff. Don't wish would happen to anyone, ever. Alright, so I almost forgot about this bike. Yeah, they're all, yeah, everyone you know rides bikes and that, yeah. It's hard to not have a bike or ride, yeah. Yeah. You gotta just lay around, man, get some rest, you know, you gotta let it heal. Even if the rest of you is ready to go do something big and exciting, unless you, I don't trust most braces, casts, you know, even if you had someone push you around in a wheelchair, maybe, you know, like outdoors or going, but I wouldn't be doing much of anything on it, at least for a while. The longer you can, you know, not for the whole 5 months, but the first 2-3 months, you really need to not be moving it around, jiggling it and that, you know, as much as possible. That we can set and then heal. If it don't set, it's still floating. It takes way longer to heal. Yeah. But the rest of the game isn't what we wanted. Oops. I screwed up. I almost saved it too. I honked the horn and everything, trying to hit the brake and stop it. Going too fast for the turn. Not trying to use the brake. Oh. Damn, man, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't own a motorcycle like anything. Like I could see a 200cc. I would ride something like that. But I told myself I would never actually own. Shouldn't even ride. You know, a bike again after how many close calls I got away with. that could have been serious, and they weren't. Luckily, I didn't have serious wrecks. Just like one where the bike never fell over, just like someone came up and bumper locked my back tire, boom, you know, into my back tire with their bumper, and then when I gently rolled it over as a rainy morning riding. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that he passed, man. He passed away, and he was doing videos about bike safety, and still had a bike accident. You know what, let me show you inside here real quick. These are my cheap, like stolen, barely used cars. But there is a bike in here. That was part of the reason why I steered so sharp. This isn't my favorite, but this is a big Harley bagger. This one's all Americaned out. It's the only one I did like that. So we got the Felon. We got the Maserati right here. I really do like this Oracle or Sentinel XS. This is an old one, the XS. Then we got the Oracle. We got the old Oracle XS, the old school 740i. I think that's the 740i BMW, and that's the newer series. We got the Zion, and then this is the Zion convertible, and this is all raced up. Hurst. I could really get rid of that. I have the bigger brother with a V12, and I would take this out, but I'm gonna ride that bike. I'm sorry to hear that there, Fluffy friend. I'm listening, my guy. What was the caliber or what gun? Oh, I missed the last thing. Yeah, Desert Eagle. It's alright, it's alright. I'm just expressing that I do feel for people. No, you're good. I'm just saying I do feel for people. Like I do get it. You know, I've lost family, I've lost friends from different things, freak accidents, or you know, stuff that they knew they were in like a bad situation, and like you know, I don't want to get too into. So I don't think I have anything right now. We're gonna start here. Wait, no, I'm in a vehicle. Hold on. This needs to go here. Whoops. And I didn't even mark it. Did all that and didn't mark. Exemplar, huh? I like that Felon that I have in the garage more. But this is another old school car. By that I mean it was in the story, it was original to the game. decent sports cars. Yeah, Civics. Yeah, 92 to 98 Civic, personally. Maybe '02. One of my friends had an '88 CRX. Oh my god, that thing was so fast and it weighed nothing. He had it was an all white CRX and he had white rims on it, but he had purposely took red paint with like a brush and like not stroked the brush down it, but like splatted red paint all over the front of the car, somewhat like Grand Theft Auto, where like he had hit something with the passenger front and all that. And so many people gave him a hard time or thought it was real and it was just a paint job. All white vehicle and then have red blood splatter up the hood and passenger fender and that grill. It was different. 88 CRX. Luckily, these cars don't matter if you crash them, but all the, like the bike that I barely touched and the cars that I did pretty good with, one I did barely touch too, those are all worth money. This I should still get full payment anyway. B16. Oh yeah, I know police and other people, and yeah, in general, it looked really bad. The car looked bad as far as that, but it didn't have like broken headlight or anything. It wasn't damaged, and it wasn't. You could tell it was underneath. People, believe me, people tried to wipe it and wash it and get it wet, and it was underneath the clear coat, the red paint. But yeah, they were trying to pull red up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, there's red, and luckily he put it underneath. You know, it was underneath the clear coat, the red paint. Um, but that means it was permanent. It was always there. But if he would have done over top and red paint came off, man, I'm sure he would have had even more of a trouble. Oh my god. Is that what happened? Jesus. I'm about to switch to a racing game or something. This was just for fun, making money. I can do this for as long or as little as I want. That's the nice thing about this. I can do it with a bunch of people. We can switch into another gear and do more productive stuff, or I can just... Here's a car I just bought. So that's the 55. I don't know what's so... Most of these were taken out of here. Sorry, I'm skipping right to the bottom. What's this? I have it. I have it. Alright, not what I'm looking for. $2.7 million. That's wild. I guess I bought that and it was 2.7. I own quite a bit of these actually. Okay. We're gonna look over here real quick. Wow, that's it. That's wild. That's why we bought that. 55. Because you can't buy it anymore. Nope. Okay. Just wanted to see. Alright, so speaking of wheelies, the only reason I have the rusty version of this, because I have a lowrider, it's beautiful. The lowrider is actually beautiful. This is just an attempt to make this thing look okay. Factory rim. You can't do anything about the rust on the paint. You can't do anything about the rusty bumpers. So it does pick the front wheel. It's a muscle car. It's very heavy. It's not that powerful, but it's that powerful. It will pick the front wheel. Oh, security. Now there's something at the auto shop. Hello viewers, thank you for watching. It's not going to be up to much because of the rear bumper. About the 1.6? I'm not so sure about the 1.6, honestly. You know about B16s? The old B16s are reliable. Yeah, newer, the K and the H20. 1.8s were what I was mostly familiar with. But hell, we were making 2.2 liters out of 1.8s. So in the 2.0s, I don't know if you can do that and make them 2.2s. I don't know what. Maybe they're a 2.4. I think they're a 2.4. The K20 turns to a 2.4 liter. Looks like it's good. Yeah, you can. Not usually, but you can. But yeah, the way the back bumper of that car is, it slaps. It's very long behind the wheel, and it doesn't have a lot of power, and it weighs so much. Kick this guy out and head out. K20, yeah. So, alright, if you want to look up, I'm gonna, again, another plug, PFI Speed, I believe it is. PFI is Brent. He YouTubes, and he does dyno. He has a dyno and a shop, and so he can tune and help anyone with a vehicle who has a computer and an engine, and they're trying to get it to run right, you know. Um, but he excelled at Hondas. That was his thing, even back in the '90s with him at the drag strip and that in Hondas. So really cool guy, really down to earth like me, like, you know, just casual, talk to you, you know, like anyone else, give anyone a chance, you know. Uh, but yeah, PFI Speed on YouTube, Brent. Um, Once you look him up, you'll probably see like Boosted Boys, which is Kyle, and he has a Honda, but Brent was doing everything to make it fast. Kyle was the owner and operator, but not, you know. And then them guys, like, I didn't hear about Cletus McFarland like a lot of people do. Just from him, I found out about Cletus through Brent and Kyle's page channel, um, and he's huge. I mean, they're all big YouTubers and the car scene and that. But I've had my own knowledge and all that. It's just nice to see and be part of, you know, watching that. But it's not like I'm literally getting my knowledge from that. But it's still good. You can still learn something from it, especially like I know how to do the fuel and the spark, like advance and how to tune. You know how to tune. So seeing him doing that on the computer, it is cool. Seeing his tune process. Overall build. What was it? Yeah. So what I would like to see, and it maybe because of weight and size and that, but like pretty much a Honda four-cylinder car engine with some way of then running a chain off the flywheel to a transmission and have it on a bike. But they're pretty much that size of displacement and engines anyways on some of these bikes anymore. It's really getting pretty close, but it's not this. It's not actually the same. I dare say. Yeah. Yes. would be awesome. So I'm not sure over there, but over here, besides like off-road vehicles, like off-road vehicles are three different. You got like trail riding rigs that can get down trails and capable in most off-road situations, but not huge puddles. And then trucks designed for huge puddles and mud and deep crap. And then the third is rock crawlers designed to maneuver their axles and get up over and rock climb. And I got lucky. So I think that besides the big V8 rock crawlers that people use, and like I have a Jeep Cherokee, but you know, Jeep Cherokees with the inline six, very capable and lightweight enough. But that kind of making your own custom buggy, like overall size of like Suzuki Samurai or Geo Tracker, like small. So I like the Suzuki Samurai and those frames and that small, but then like a brand new K20, like a built Honda VTEC in that frame and chassis, and then oversized axles and tires and that are more off of a full-size vehicle, then that would be a pretty cool rig. But again, certain rocks and that might not be the best. But overall, it would be short wheelbase, lifted, lots of engine, different kind of non-torquey engine though. It's all rev. It's all about wheel spin instead of like grunting and low end. There's putting it in low gears and barely hitting the engine and making it through situations, and there's just full throttle, high revving and making it through situations. And sometimes you can substitute one for the other, like through some mud or something. Sometimes you can't.
God, take driving lessons.
I think I just almost got hit just for leaf blowing. Oh, I have a cigarette in the leaf pile. Oh, we're still driving this. I'm gonna change that out. Oh wait, no, we did. I thought I was in that rusty voodoo. It was supposed to be a faster pace 360, but I didn't get the 360 in the driveway. This thing doesn't need drift tires, it's already... Yeah, unless it with drift tires you wouldn't be able to steer it, and then I didn't manage to steer it anyways. That was fun and all. We're going to drive this because it's less likely to get driven most of the time sitting over here. I'll see you when we get back. Alright, here we go. Oh crap, playing with the camera too much. Yeah, seriously? I did all that damage? Oh my god. Take two. I made all that damage over trying to do a weird camera angle of it peeling the tire down that road, leaving smoke. Like, it wasn't as straight as I thought. Okay. I'm trying to remember how stable this is after being in that. Stinger is really slippery. Yeah. I like stopping here often. That's how I managed to get so many chips in from bank money.
Upgrade your wardrobe and finally become the person you believe yourself to be. Stop by the casino store and treat yourself.
All right.
How can I help you? Your chips.
Bam. Ooh, BMW. Yeah. I love that you're over here piecing it together because you're even more of a bike guy than me. I love that. You're looking at what frame and chassis of a bike would be a good start. Okay, so this might be hard to look up, especially if you're already on your phone watching the broadcast. But sometime, right, bud? You need to look up. It was Monster Garage. It was on Discovery Channel. Monster Garage with Jesse James. They took a diesel engine, right? A big, huge diesel engine, and they literally welded to the engine a rear frame to hold an axle. It was a big rig axle, and a front support, and made a trike, made a big three-wheeler motorcycle trike, and all of it was literally not even an engine in a frame. They used the engine as the frame from the front to the back half. You just sat on top of the engine. It was pretty cool. Trike. Where am I going? Yes, yes. Yep. Really cool. Even if you just watch the very little end thing when they're finished and he's driving it. There can't be anything here, is there? I'm moving around too quick and I'm forgetting what I'm doing because of conversation. Like, I know that I did a bunker and a bike recently. Bunker and bike. I remember that brown car just pulled out of here. I just got rid of that brown car. And that's what made me drive the Voodoo for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. That's in my spare time, that's what I watch. That and kind of like Top Gear or stuff like that. Not necessarily Top Gear. Or at one point I watched a little bit of Roadkill. Um, but other things generally car related. I used to have like horsepower TV and truck TV and that I would watch. I really don't have the time anymore.
Hey, look!
So
We have a fucking
call the
pendejo
acid
walking out there.
truck again.
¿Ya cuántos hijos tienes?
There. And checking here, this should be good. This is getting a little. I'm doing it too fast, and I'm forgetting my order. See, I don't have Instagram. I don't do Snapchat. I don't. I'm less tech savvy or less want for a lot of tech. Like I said I had a TikTok at one point and I quit using it. So I don't even remember the password for it. Yeah. So I just got into broadcasting my gameplay because I already was a gamer. I always have been. Even when I was working, I did it nights, weekends, whenever I could. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like watching bikes do wheelies and then wheelie fails, or like an awesome drag week and then like drag fails where they wheelie and crash. And like there's always the good and there's always the bad, and some of them are both mixed together. But I like watching videos like that. Yeah, dyno fails. I used to watch dyno fails, and dyno fails was the same way. It was. It could be a Honda, it could be a diesel, it could be a muscle car, and just a lot of these people have put a lot of money in their engine, and some of them haven't ever really driven them down the road. They just got done building it and making it, and they want to see what kind of horsepower or whatever, and they just boom and grenade and blow up the whole damn engine. Dyno fails, DYNO, but that's tragic. What is CS? Was that racing game? The online? He said CSGO. Violent people. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let me go first person actually. So, we got the Love Meter. We got Acts of Fury. We just got all these machines in here.
Oh, hey. Hey, watch it.
Huh. I don't know if I know. I don't think I do. I have some tank games. I used to play War Thunder and World of Tanks and some tank games and Zombie Killers, like Zombie Army 4 and Killing Floor 2 and a whole variety of stuff. Survival games that are truly survival, and then survival games that are more like build oriented or fun oriented. Ark, Minecraft Dungeons, like a dungeon crawler. Maybe I do. It's just an older game. I don't know. I'm just checking. I'm just seeing if everything is ready for tomorrow. Alright, I do want to switch to a different kind of game, so that keep things active and moving. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so this is full.
Good to see you. Feeling a little off? Okay, we'll
Do
need to
that.
pay, but I'll
So,
see where you can
what
get some
happened
things
is,
in bulk.
yesterday, I did sell this by the end of the day, but then I got off. Like, I'm gonna get off. I'll save that for tomorrow, so tomorrow will be a smooth and easy day. I won't have a bike or a bunker or a car, but I'll have at least that to do. The dealers will be ready. Yeah, right. Yeah, a few days, and then it's like a whole month or two before. There's a lot of games I play once a month or once every 3 months. I just kind of come back to it. And then there's other games that I play almost every single day. Like, I do like to play Grand Theft. Right? Alright, I'm just trying to get kind of lined up. That way this will be, this is the closing frame here. I'm going to, you pick, right in the comments now and I'll check. Gran Turismo Racing, Need for Speed Heat, kind of racing, but drifting, or something else we were talking about. Alright, so, yeah, what are we gonna play? Because I can do all sorts of zombie games, tank games. You kind of throw me in a direction. If you really don't mind, I don't know. Gran Turismo is something that I gotta see who's on and what they're doing. If I can get someone to join me on something. Yeah, the next game. Yeah, I stream every day, and some days I do multiple streams of different games. So, like, as soon as I'm done here, I will be broadcasting another game. The time it takes to switch that game and message my group to see if anyone wants to join me on that game, even though no one joined me necessarily on this one. No, it's up to you. It's up to you. Gran Turismo Sport, Need for Speed Heat, or something, just say tanks or zombies, or Switchblade. I don't know if I want to do Switchblade right now, though. That's my kind of PvP. Alright, you don't want to pick? You don't want to pick? Because I don't mind. I think a car mechanic game would be too slow paced. They'll say that for another day. One-on-one even more. Gran Turismo. Yep. Yep. Good call. Alright. So, I'm going to be doing Gran Turismo Sport real soon here, viewers. Thank you for watching this broadcast, or this video to the end. I appreciate all my viewers. I know sometimes people watch later as a video, and thank you for that too. Try to keep the live going, but I'm going to stream another game. Got everything I needed done on here, and I'm sure I'll be doing this again tomorrow. Make $1 million tomorrow. Made $1 million a day. Yeah. Alright, made $1 million for the day. Got a bunker for tomorrow. The auto shop car and bike will fill as I start that day. Alright. Have a great day, or stay tuned for the next broadcast. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Oh, I gotta switch clothing real quick. Saving. Okay.